Hello guys, it's your boy Andrei back with another video, and today I want to talk about what I want to talk about. Oh yeah, how the system creates a narcissist, how the system can make you more narcissistic. In a sense, I guess it does. I'm not really sure, but they say that a narcissist is mostly created by bad parenting. Okay, and basically narcissist is created in a way that people who are narcissists, they don't get any unconditional love. Okay, they only get conditional love. Like for example, they have parents who only love their kids if they are successful. Okay, they don't really love their kids, they just love their success, because it feeds their ego. So a parent that's like this, okay, that doesn't really love their child, but only love the success of their child. For example, you are good in school, you are a good boy. You are bad in school, you are a bad boy. I don't love you, or something like that. So basically, narcissist is created in a house where there's no love, okay, and that only love, which is actually not a real love, because such a parent cannot really give a real love, because that's never real love. Such a child grows up in a very cold environment. It never realizes a real love, and it's being programmed since early age that the only real love is success, money, being better than others, okay? And it's not, of course, real love, so it will never satisfy anyone, because the only thing that can satisfy your craving for love, which we all have, is a real love, which doesn't come at any price, because real love is unconditional. And so because this person, since the early childhood, learns to feed this hole inside that's left there by the parents, because the parents were supposed to give love since the birth, unconditional love, and it never gave, so it created this hole inside the narcissist, future narcissist, and this future narcissist will try to feed that hole like a drug addict with things that it's been programmed since early childhood, thinking that that's the love. It's a substitute to love, which can of course never satisfy this need for real love, because it's like, I don't know, trying to satisfy hunger with cigarettes, for example, or with water. You know what I mean? Stop me hungry. So this person goes through life, unfortunately very sad, trying to be, I don't know. I'm not really a psychologist, so I don't know if if I'm saying it the right way, but I think more or less something like this, can happen. And of course, as the person grows older and these issues are never being treated the right way, okay, the condition, the narcissism is getting worse and worse. So I think something like this can happen. And a similar way, the system can make you narcissist. Not maybe full-blown narcissist, but it can make you narcissistic, because the system is like this cold, cruel, calculated thing. Okay, and yeah. So basically, there is not much space for love in the system, let's be honest. While, for example, if you live in a community, if you live in a supporting environment that's built on like a common trust and love and sharing and supporting each other, okay, it's different. Because when you live in a community, for example, you can be more of yourself, you can be more of a human, okay? While if you live in a system, let's say you work for a big corporation, you have a 9-to-5 job. This job doesn't care for you. You have to come at this time and you have to do your job. You are like a robot. Not in all jobs. There are some good jobs, for sure. But a lot of these jobs, you are just like a robot. You are just like a number. You know, you have your bank account, you have your social security, you have this, you have that, and you have to go to work and you have to perform. And it doesn't matter how you feel. It doesn't matter how you feel inside, how you feel on the outside. It doesn't matter what you're going through. Your job doesn't care. Of course, sometimes you can take days off. Sometimes you can take a vacation, but still it's very weak substitute for taking away your humanity, basically. Because let's say you're living in a community, in a tribe, there is much different. You know, you're not just a number, you are a person, you are a human being, and all your tribal or your fellow tribesmen are also human beings, and everybody is individual, and everybody has a special personality, and everybody has their weaknesses and strengths, and as such the tribe works together. So if you are going through something, your fellow tribesmen know it, and maybe, you know, they give you the space and time and support and care that you need, okay, so you can get out of it. And then later on, if another of your tribesmen goes through similar things, you can do the same for them. So maybe sometimes you do your job for 50%, the others will do more, and the other times is the other way. So you know what I mean. Like in a tribe, for example, the children are together. In a lot of tribes it's like this, you know, and all the children are the children of the tribe, you know. It's not like parents, this is our kid. Like, it's like a one big family. So if you have a kids, they will always be taken care of, you know what I mean? Because the whole tribe takes care of all of their kids, not just like their mother and father. So there is not so much pressure on parents in a tribe, because the kids grow up all together, you know. So there is this huge community tribe that's taking care of the kids, which is good for the parents because there is not so much pressure on them like in the modern families. But it's also very good for the kids because they grew up around so many different people, and you know, other kids and different characters. It's very good for their soul, it's very good for the development of their character. It's much better than, let's say, you are a children and you grow up in a toxic house, you know, and let's say your parents or your siblings are the only people that you are surrounded by, and it can negatively affect you. A lot of people got negatively affected by their parents, who were also just victims, mostly of the system, of the pressure of the system. And this doesn't happen in the tribes, I guess, you know, because of course there is not so much pressure. And yeah, so I think the tribe and the community is like the biggest thing that we're missing, like in a modern life, you know. It's so important, you know. It's like absolutely natural to us. It's natural. Like if we evolved from the monkeys, and I guess we did, you know. So it's just so natural for us to live in a tribe, you know. It's absolutely like unnecessary. The way we live now is very unnatural. It's very unnatural, and I think it's one of the biggest causes that we have. The biggest cause of our troubles right now is, of course, that we are disconnected from the nature. Most of the troubles that we have, physical illnesses, mental illnesses, you can all trace it somehow that we are disconnected from the nature, from our natural way of living. Okay? And one of the biggest problems of this disconnection from the nature is also no disconnection from the nature. We don't have a tribe. That's why so many people are struggling to fit in, because they're not supposed to fit in this modern world. This modern world is not for you to build to fit in. It's not built for human beings. The system is not built for human beings. That's why so many people don't fit in. In a tribe, I think everybody always fits in. The tribe will always find a place for everyone. That's what's really cool, you know. So that's another thing, you know. So many people struggle mentally, even go so far to suicide themselves because they just cannot fit in, you know. In a tribe, I think like in tribal communities have way less suicide. I even heard this story that like, I think this was like some African tribe, and there was a journalist going to, you know, to look at this African tribe, you know, to make like interviews with them and documentary, and he says that one of the biggest like things that they couldn't wrap their mind around, they just couldn't, like they couldn't even imagine it, they didn't get it, was suicide. Because for them was absolutely something like, why would somebody want to kill themselves? Because their life is so natural and so peaceful that they cannot imagine, like, why would anyone kill themselves? And we have like a suicide epidemic in the modern world. Let's be honest, the way we live is really not good. But we just got so used to it, we consider so many things that are actually bad like normal, that we don't even know. Like our line of normal is on such a level of like, is so bad that yeah, we got kind of desensitized. But hopefully it's gonna change, because so many people are like waking up. But yeah, this is like yep, so I want to say it creates a lot of narcissism, because you know, when you live in a cruel world, which it can be, the system is quite cruel to some people, it's gonna make you a narcissist. Because let's say narcissist is someone who's like, I think in kind of like a fight or flight response, you know, like what I heard, like being a narcissist is almost like life is a fight for you, for power, you know, something like that. Like you see the world like this place that you need to fight with and conquer, and all the other people are for you to fight them. You are either used, or you either use someone or you're being used, you know, like the mind of a narcissist is like this predatory, scary place. So I think it can be created by the system also, you know, because sometimes it could be quite cruel to some people. And a lot of people just got fucked by life, you know, honestly. Some of them, you know. Like, you know, there's so many people who, they made a one mistake, you know, or something bad happened to them, and then it just goes with you for the rest of your life. And for some people it's just devastating. So it can create a lot of mental disturbance, of course, and also probably cause a narcissism, some form of it, you know. Okay guys, anyway, I think I will finish this video now. If you like it, thank you very much. Please like and subscribe, and have a great day. See you. Bye bye.